Today, we have something really interesting brewing. Not just the filter coffee, but some conversations with the solutions engineering team of Jamf. And whilst they're in Bangalore, wait until I make them try some filter coffee today.
Cheers. Cheers.
How often do you find a set of fun engineers sitting in one room and talking about all the innovations in the Apple first world? Well, I have quite a few with me today. Today, I have Eric, Mischa, and Kavan joining me for a conversation that you don't want to miss. Eric, would you like to give a short introduction of yourself?
Sure. My name is Eric Metzger. I'm a senior sales engineer at Jamf, focusing on security products. I've been with Jamf for almost 5 years, and I've been an Apple admin for a little over 15 years. But I've been working with Mischa's team for a little over a year now, so it's been great.
Yeah. Well, my name is Mischa van der Bent. I'm the manager of the consulting engineering team, working closely with Eric. I'm at Jamf for around 6 years now, working with Jamf more than a couple of decades, I think. And I started my Mac admin career at the late 90s. So what about you, Kavan?
My name is Kavan. I work as a sales engineer at India. I've been with Jamf for over 3.5 years, and I've been using Jamf for over a decade. And yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eric, as someone who's been a Jamf user for close to about 15 years now, how do you think Jamf differentiates from other tools in the market?
Ooh. I mean, for me personally, I think that Jamf really focuses on the user experience at its core. So we always say, or we joke, like we try to do things the Apple way or Apple first, Apple best. So really with our focus on the user and trying to be as lightweight as possible, to give the best solution, not only for Mac admins and for security teams and for everyone else, but to not forget that really our customers are our end users. So if they're happy, Mac admins are happy. If Mac admins are happy, their bosses are happy, and all the way up. So I think our focus on that aspect of things really does differentiate us a little bit. What do you think, Mischa?
Well, I fully agree here because the focus on the end user experience, which also Apple provides us, is very valuable, and we need to keep that. The surprise and delight from the out of the box experience with the zero touch enrollment, that is so awesome, right? And when we can hook into that and we keep secure as design, what Apple is doing it, like secure, I call it security at risk because there is security on the device, but you don't see it unless something happens. And like Eric said, it's lightweight, so we don't feel that we're on the device. And in the old days, I told it today as well, when we have a meeting, we have some tools on the device which literally killed our process. And that's what we don't want. We want to enable the user to work with the devices and keep the best experience.
Agreed.
That's lovely. Kavan, what's your perspective on this?
I usually like the old saying that we all Jamf had, which is whenever Apple innovates, all the Jamf celebrates. And that's what we live up to as well. Like giving an example, Vision Pro, which is a next generation visionary device which came, and we were so happy that we were the one who supported on the same day it got released. So that's what we live up to, and that's what I like about Jamf.
Love it, love it. If I may just pause for a moment and ask, what has been your biggest aha moment so far using Jamf?
Wow. All right. I've had a few aha moments using Jamf. I know it sounds silly, but at my core, I really am a Mac admin. I started as a Mac admin. I still, in my heart, feel like I'm a Mac admin. So I still remember, though, setting up 300 400 machines on a table manually. And then NetBoot came out, and I thought NetBoot was like the best thing ever. But when Jamf really started getting into zero-touch deployment, and you could really just ship a machine and not have to touch it anymore, not have to type in a password 300 times, that was a huge aha moment for me. And then when I moved more into the security field later on in my career, really everything that you can do from a security aspect inside of Jamf and the workflows around it, and really the automatic remediation. So I always say that I used to be reactive as opposed to proactive. And now when we can really put everything together as an admin inside of Jamf, from the MDM to security to the network and get a holistic view of things. For me, that was another big aha moment from the security side of things, where it's like, oh my gosh, I can really automatically remediate things that I used to have to get a help desk ticket, and it might be 2 o'clock in the morning. I might not see till 5 hours later. Now things are just taken care of. So I've had a few, but I think those are the two biggest ones for me.
Absolutely. I think automation wins the game, and I
Oh,
think Jamf
every
is leading
time.
it at the moment.
Yeah.
Mischa, what about you?
Yeah, like Eric said, I also got a few aha moments, and automation is one of them, of course. And yes, I also know the NetBoot days. Oh my god! When you are ready with your NetBoot image, and then you forgot about something, and it took ages, right? I remember that we switched also to what it's called. There was another tool that literally make a slim image, and then you can add on.
Yeah.
But Jamf make that life so easy for me, and having that control. And the second aha moments I got was literally our rich API. So integrate with other systems, like you go beyond Jamf. And once you understand our API, it's like the choices are unlimited. You can literally do whatever you want. So I can literally go into our customers or partners going to say, okay, if we don't have an integration yet, you can build your own. Because our API is so strong, and I highly recommend look at our API documentation, because there's so much rich information what you can do there.
Absolutely. With integration and perspective, Kavan,
Yeah.
what do you think? What has been your aha moment?
My aha moment was self-service, to be really honest. I was a L1, L2 engineer, and my team, we were solving close to 30 or 40 incidents which can be just resolved by self-service, manually installing application, or be it just a password problem, or maybe the system is not working fine. So self-service was that blessings for us. That was my real first aha moment with Jamf. After that, learning the APIs, as Mischa said, and scaling it up with probably with the Swift UI and making your own integrations, that is becoming my next aha moment now.
Love it. Absolutely love it. All three of you have been meeting customers this week, and Mischa, Eric, you've been doing several customer meetings, interactions, all the while, right? 15 years? How many ever years, right? You've been solving problems since the time you just mentioned. Right? So I'm just keen to know if there's one tip that you can give to every customer before they deploy Jamf, what would that be?
One tip. Wow.
Yeah.
It sounds silly, but honestly, truly, so we've got some amazing resources online, learn.jamf.com, and we have a Jamf 100 course. It's really the most basic intro course you can get into Jamf to really help you get set up or really understand the ecosystem a little bit before you really jump into it. My advice in general, whether you're new Mac admin or you've been doing it for a while, is to always keep learning, always keep exploring, not just in the Jamf ecosystem, but on the Apple ecosystem. So the biggest tip is just to not try to take the easy route, actually learn what you're doing, both on the Jamf side and the Apple side. But if you're just starting out, Jamf 100, definitely spend the time it takes, go through it, do it right, understand what you're doing, and it'll make your life so much easier later on.
Yeah, and add on to that, because basic information is very, very important. Because the amount of customers I'm working with at the moment is like they're coming from the Windows world, and they compare like, hey, I want to approach the Mac like Windows, and it's not comparable. It's different ecosystem.
Absolutely.
So different approaches. So it's very important to understand it. So if you look at the Jamf 100, it will be more about Apple than our tooling. And don't forget about the trainings what Apple is having. And that's literally the foundation, right? And if you have the Jamf 100, you understand the ecosystem. Within the Jamf 200, there comes the tooling, right? The introduction of API, how to use our Jamf Pro UI and our workflows, how to enroll it. So basic information is key. And learning, yes, we always learn. And if we think we're ready, WWDC is around the corner, and we got new stuff coming ahead. And this is exciting moment where we're living in at the moment, because it's beta season. So we already know what's coming at the end of the fall. So we're learning and learning. That's why we also connect with the community, because we are also sharing. That's a very strong point.
Yeah. And Kavan, if I may ask you, in India, you're on ground talking to customers day in and day out, also the engineering team, also the Mac admins at every level. So whilst there are so many touch points that you're trying to, ease automation, integration, every other use case, what is the one tip that you would give before they deploy Jamf?
So even for both for Jamf and Apple, I would suggest them. For Apple, they should participate in the Apple Seed, which is a beta program. So before the production release, they can test the new operating system out, check their internal applications are working. Similarly, we also have a beta program which they can participate. They can have a demo instance of themselves with a beta version, test out everything that they want to deploy, and then move to production. That would be an advice that I would suggest to our
Lovely,
customers.
lovely. And if I can just conclude this interview with probably one last question, because all of you made a mention of one important community, which is the Mac admins community, Apple admins community. I just want to know, how do you think Jamf is really helping them?
Well, I think we go way back, right? I think we started the community way back in the day, and that's called Jamf Nation, because everybody looks at Jamf and they think about Jamf Pro, but Jamf Nation is also a very strong community we started. And it's growing and growing. It's getting bigger and bigger because Apple is going to be more interesting in industry coming in as well, like in the enterprise industry. But we are doing, so all the admins on a global, doesn't matter, we are all doing the same things. 80% we are doing the same. 20% is based on their company where they work on. That's the niche, right? That's like the differentiator. But while we're doing 80% the same thing, the Mac community is here to help each other. That's quite kind of crazy if you think about it, because we literally share code. We literally share workflows. We talk to each other globally. So if Kavan has an issue, he can post it on Slack, the Mac admin Slack. And he said like, oh man, I was doing the beta program and I'm testing the new platform SSO, but I have issue XYZ and I don't know where to do it. Did you guys also see it? And when he goes to bed, somebody else opened up Slack because of other time zones. You're like, hey, Kavan, I got the same issue, but you know what? If you do XYZ, that will resolve. So when he wakes up, the answer is already in Slack. So that is the community strongness, right? That's the power of community. And but while doing that, I think you help others, but you also help yourself, right? And Jamf is always a big part of that because we share, because we are a human company. We work with people, right? And that's what we do by core.
Absolutely, Mischa. Our commitment towards the user group to make sure that their user experience is as seamless as possible and the efficiency only goes high. I still would want you to highlight how is it furthermore that Jamf supports this community. Probably if you can maybe touch upon that.
Well, Jamf does a lot, right? Beside of Jamf Nation, we also support user groups, right? So if you are looking globally, we have a lot of user groups, Mac admin groups, where we provide them budget, so they can have rent a room, have some pizzas and cola. But beside of the money and supporting those how do you say that? Hosting an event, we also support the speakers. Like if you're a speaker or you want to become a speaker, we support you.
The opportunity.
The opportunity. We want to give you the opportunity to go on stage, right? If you want to speak about your workflow, you have an amazing thing you worked on and you want to present it, but you're shy. Don't be shy. We're among friends. But we are here to support and help you. We provide keynote templates. We want to support you on mentoring. We really want you to be on stage. And if I reflect that back, like for example, JNUC, our Archon Jamf Nation user group event yearly, we got, I think, around 180 sessions. That means we are literally promoting admins to go on stage. And that is what we do. And we want to do it globally, right? And so I think Jamf is doing a good job there. We don't want anything in return. We just want to make everybody better and connect with each other. Like I said before, we're a people company. We're here to help you, enable you, and we help where we can. I think that's the beauty of Jamf.
Absolutely. So we're providing a platform for the community. It's by the community, of the community, for the community. If I can just put it as three words. All right. That was a lovely conversation. Thank you so much, Eric, Mischa, Kavan, for joining me. And now, since you're in Bangalore, I'm not going to let you go without having probably a few shots of filter coffee. Have you heard of filter coffee before?
Well, I've had coffee. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, same here. And we have filter coffee, but I don't never had an Indian Bangalore.
Okay. Look, I want masala chai.
Wow, okay. Are you rejecting our coffee?
No, I'm not. I'd love some filtered coffee.
Okay, what about you, Mischa?
Yeah, let's try it.
Let's do it.
Let's have some filter coffee shots, maybe. Can we have some coffee, please, for the gentleman?
Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is
All
awesome.
right.
All right.